and welcome to Parenting Tales with me, Judith Cherono Omondi. Today we are coming to you from our usual location. As you can see from the background, guys, this is Karibu Inn Hotel located at Loresho off the Wayaki Way. You can come and find out more because it is a very beautiful place to be with your loved ones, or even if you just want to come and unwind, you can come and sit by the dam side. So last week's show, guys, we talked about the new journey or what to anticipate in being a parent in the near future with Esther, who gave us her very nice, we had a very nice conversation with her because she is a young person who is looking into working this journey. So today on set, guys, we have an amazing guest who is already waiting. We are going to discuss about long distance and parenting. So guys, it is a show that you do not want to miss. Please join me on board. So please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay, my name is Richard Omache Nyakoi. Professionally, I'm a studio technical operator. Very versatile in terms of camera work, lighting, sound. Essentially, I'm a broadcast technician.
Oh, great.
Yes, and I'm a trainer, a mentor in everything studio operations and camera work mostly.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So now, you said you are in long distance parenting.
Yes.
For how long now?
Long distance marriage since we got married in 2005. This is 16 years now. We have clocked 16 years, but our firstborn is 14 years. She's a teenager now. I can say it's a journey and a half. We have had our challenges as parents, but we pick the mistakes and make them build us as we continue bringing up the gifts that God has given us. Yes.
So how did you find yourself in this long distance parenting? Was it planned?
No. In fact, even before I got married, I knew, I had planned in my mind that where I will go, she will be with me. In fact, even during a courtship, we had this talk. So what will happen? And I told her, you know what, I'm looking for a job. If I find a job, we'll go with you. I had finished college. I was jobless back in the village. I have no source of income. So during our wedding, so we got married while we were jobless, all of us. And we did a wedding. So the people who came to us and gave us gifts. At the end of the day, when we were reaching home, we started opening the envelopes that they gave us. We found that they had given us 15,000 shillings as gifts. So we sat down and said...
Back in the day, that was a lot of money.
That was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. So we sat down and said, so we have 15,000 shillings. Let's call it our capital. What can we do with the 15,000?
Yeah.
Then I told her, you know what? Let me go to Nairobi, to go to Isli, pick the Nigerian fabrics, so I could go pick fabrics.
What we call kitenge.
Yes, I will go there, pick fabrics. I take the fundi within Isli. They give us a wraparound and a top, plus a shirt. So one piece of material would give us a wraparound
and a shirt,
a top, and a shirt. So I was aiming at the couples so that it match.
Oh my.
Yes.
That was good.
Yes. So we could buy, I could come and buy like 10 pieces and make those clothes. So I go back home with them. So my business was like this. I come from Kisii. So I had my cousins and my friends who were teachers and my cousin who was a nurse. So I could ask her when they have seminars. So when they have seminars, I know this per diem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will target them. I go to a hotel in Kisii Town where they are having a conference. If it's a week-long conference, I go there after 4 p.m. when they are free. I tell them, you know what? You look nice, Madam Nurse. You look nice. I think if you buy this dress, then you buy this for your husband, it will be good.
Wow.
You see?
Amazing.
So I would give them on credit, then collect the money on Friday when they are being given their money.
Okay.
So after I collect the money, I'll pick the man and then come back to Nairobi again to pick the dresses.
So all this time when
Yes.
you were coming to Nairobi,
Yes.
where was your wife?
At home.
Ah,
Yes.
she agreed to stay at home. Because
okay.
remember, you had mentioned that
Yes.
you had told her earlier on that you're going to come with her wherever
Yes.
you go.
But
she
now
will
this
be-
time round, it
Yeah.
was me
Oh,
coming to pick clothes
Okay,
and
and
coming back home.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like coming to pick your stock. So there was nothing like a job. So the job was the business.
Ah.
Yes.
So now, at what point did you start having a baby, and were you still doing this same business, or maybe you had gone back home?
Now this is what happened. Before we got married,
Yeah.
we knew we'd not have money.
Yeah.
So we decided and said we cannot give birth when we don't have money. So we did.
planning
so
right
we
there.
did what we call family planning.
Oh, great.
So until we get capital, that's the time we decide and say, you know what? Now let's give birth.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm saying we have been married for 16 years,
Oh,
16,
yes.
17 years,
Yeah.
but the daughter is 14.
Oh, so
So-
at least 2 years.
Yes,
you
there were
took
2 years. 2 years.
to settle down.
So I had come to Nairobi to pick stock.
yeah.
So while I was, I left the materials with the fundi to make the dresses. I came to the Nairobi CBD to walk around as I buy time. Then I received a call from a media house.
Oh,
That was a friend of mine at KTN. Called me, where are you? I'm in town. Can you come to I&M building? So I went to I&M building. Then they told me, you know what? We lack a camera person. And because you are here, can you help us? So I was hired as a casual camera person, being paid 500 shillings per day.
Yeah.
So I agreed to stay. So what I did, I went back to Isli, picked the clothes. I sent us a parcel.
Yeah.
Then I called my wife and told her, you know what? There's a way. It's like I've gotten a job, despite the fact it's low paying. I think I can try it. So continue with the business. So once you sell, you just send to me the money so that I can go for another stock. You keep selling.
How did she take that when you told her, now it looks like I will not be coming home, I want to stay a little bit longer in
Number
Nairobi?
one, she was happy. At least now I have a job, albeit a casual one. And the fact that the job was what I'd trained for, and it's a media house. So by then, KTN was the largest private media house. So it came with that privilege of working with the best in the best TV station. So she was happy that I've gotten a job, and she was looking forward to for me to get maybe a contract, leave alone the casual status.
Okay, so she never said, but you had told me that you were going to take me, you know, to Nairobi with you or something?
Like 6 months after wedding.
Yeah.
All of us we are jobless. So she's also wishing me well. You get a job, we become stable, and then we pick our family and continue.
Okay.
Yes.
That is really amazing. So then when did you find yourself now as a first-time dad who is in long distance? You said
okay.
which year?
So as I was in KTN as a casual employee, I saw an advert on the Daily Nation that NTV wanted studio technical operators. I didn't know what that meant. I'm a trained camera person, so I see a job called studio technical operations. I look at the job requirements. I see you must be good in camera techniques, you must be good in lighting, you must be good in transmission. I did not understand what transmission was. Vision mixing, lighting. So at least I knew 3 things. I can do a bit of sound, I can do a bit of lighting, I can do good camera work. So I applied with that faith. So I went for interview. And 3 days later, I was called, come and pick your letter. So I ended up at the National Media Group as a studio technical operator.
That's good.
Yes.
So at that point now is when
we decided, you know what, now you can stop the family planning and have a baby.
Okay.
Yes. So, and a year later, the baby came.
Wow. So how has that been? You know, you're still young, you have a small baby.
Yes.
She's in Kisii with the mom and you are here in Nairobi.
Yes.
How did you used to bridge the gap?
In studio operations, we work in shifts.
Okay.
Back then, you work for 6 days, you go off 3 days. So, on my 6th day, I'll work in the morning shift.
Yes.
So that in the afternoon I'm free, I travel home.
Okay.
Then come after 3 days.
Okay.
So, we made a schedule. I was supposed to go mid-month and end-month.
Mid-month and end-month. At least twice a month.
Twice a month.
Wow.
Yes. Back then, the transport wasn't expensive.
Okay.
You can travel to Kisii back then with 300 shillings, 400 if you bargain.
Wow.
So it wasn't a big deal for me.
So it wasn't much of a challenge.
Yes.
But then tell me, because when a baby is young, at least for the first 3 months,
yes.
How was your wife taking it when you are away? For the 2 weeks at least that you are at work?
Yeah.
How did she used to juggle that along?
One thing I did, which was very intentional.
Yeah.
I knew I'm a parent. I'm a husband, then I'm a parent now.
Exactly.
So I have to be there for this lady who's called my wife. So we during prenatal clinics, the doctor approximated the due date.
Yeah.
So I scheduled my leave to coincide with that.
Oh, great.
Back then, there was no paternity leave.
Oh.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Paternity leave came later.
Much later.
So it's your leave, annual leave, that you go and do your stuff. So I took leave 2 weeks early.
Okay, before the due date.
Yes, before the due date.
Okay.
We went home, waited. Then she just, one fine morning, we were supposed to take breakfast and she tells me, you know what, I can feel something.
Oh, okay.
Can we go to hospital? We are a young family, we don't have enough finances, so I remember we just took milk in the morning. We just walked.
Oh,
even my mom was like, munaenda wapi? I'm like, mom, we just tunafika tu hapa. So we walked a distance of like 4 kilometers before we took a matatu to Kisii level 5, which is now level 6. And I took her to maternity ward. By 7 p.m. she gave birth to our bouncing baby girl, our firstborn.
How old is she now?
Now she's 14, a teenager.
Now, speaking of which, she's a teenager.
Yes.
And you're in Nairobi.
Yes.
How is parenting, or rather, how is your, the long distance?
Yes.
Has it affected her in a way, or you're still close to this girl?
There's this contact or relationship that daughters have with their father.
Dads and their fathers, daughters.
The daughter loves me so much. So she's in a boarding school now. If during visiting the mom is going there, in fact, even before she opens the bag that maybe the shopping you have brought, the first thing is, even that phone call, I want to talk to my dad. Oh. Yes.
So your relationship has never been affected by the long distance at all?
Yeah. So she will even come home. If during halftime, she will come home and ask, how many times has dad come?
When I was away.
When I was away.
That girl. Oh,
so, because we know psychologically, if you tell her that he has come twice, then the next question will be, how come she did not come to school? Yes,
okay.
so you have to be very clever and know how to answer that question. So you tell her, know what? He hasn't come, but he's coming.
Because you're here now.
Yeah, he's coming.
During holiday.
So during half time, not even holiday, half time, I schedule my timing and I ensure that half time finds me home. So she can come for half time today, and then in the evening I'm in the house.
Oh, great. So from at least your firstborn understands.
Yes.
Now, before we come to the end of this,
yes.
What about these other small ones? How is your relationship?
The last two are boys. We did also what I call intentional gaps from one child to another. There's a permanent gap of 6 years between my kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I knew that because I'm far, let me give time for my daughter to grow.
Yeah.
That when the second one comes, she's mature enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and will handle the brother or the sister very nicely.
I get you. Yeah, because again, you don't want to overwhelm your wife.
Yes.
You know, you have a small baby and there is this other one that requires attention. That was very nice of you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you at home you're able to learn something on this, so that if you find yourself maybe in a long distance parenting, you're able to juggle. So as you wind up, what can you possibly tell somebody who's watching and maybe she will find herself or himself in this?
What I can advise the viewer or somebody watching this, there's no shortcut in parenting. Parenting is a full-time job.
It is,
your distance does not matter. What matters is how close you are with your children.
Wow.
That's what matters most. They are growing. You know, the kids are growing. They are developing psychologically. If you make a mistake and they discover you are an absentee dad or an absentee mom, that affects their growth as human beings. So every moment I get a chance, nowadays there's WhatsApp, you can do a video, a video call. Yes, you talk with your kids. If they're not there, you do a video call and you do a recording of a video, you post there in the WhatsApp group of your wife or your husband, and then they preview. And it's like, oh, that's my dad, you know. So
at least they don't get to see that this is a stranger in my house.
Yes.
How old is your last one?
2 years.
Wow. But and your relationship still is...
Oh, like now, I think because I'm on set, maybe there's a possibility.
Oh my God.
He knows, he goes to WhatsApp and the profile picture, he knows this is my dad. So I'll find some sound notes there. Yeah. So he knows. Then if I don't respond, he becomes agitated and asks the mom, I want to talk to dad.
Wow, that is so amazing. So we've come to the end of the show, but what do you want to give maybe a young person there who is planning to become a dad, your parting shots?
If you can avoid it, don't do long distance parenting. If you can avoid it. But if it's a must that you are far away and you need maybe to make sure that your children are doing fine, have something like a schedule. They will know that our dad is away, but he has to do something for him to have that presence in our lives. So what do I do, which makes them know that I'm close? I do shopping for them. I surprise them.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I surprise them. If you know you have been far away for long, you don't just come there empty-handed.
Oh my.
You don't do that.
Yes.
You buy something and it's like, oh, Dad umetuletea nini? They're like, oh, so you are part of us.
Great. So that will prepare them to know that even if dad is far away or mom is far away, when she comes or when he comes, he will come with a gift.
Yes.
That is amazing. And I think that is why they are now able to understand and that you continue to keep that bond strong. Wow. What an amazing show. Guys, you will agree with me that this was very short. I think I'm going to have him again very soon in the next set. So as we wind up, I want you to feel free again to subscribe to this channel, because look at it, guys. We are learning a lot. Even if you're young, you get to learn and pick the important lessons from the guests that we bring with us here at the show. Thank you for watching this. My name is Judith Cherono Omondi, and of course we give thanks to Karibu Inn Hotel for giving us this space to be able to film this show for you guys. Thank you and God bless you.